What's up, guys? It has been a while. Sorry, I've been quite busy with my other work. Just didn't have time to make content. Look, I work in construction. I have my own business. Look, it's more of a sole trader kind of business. Nothing too crazy, but still, when it gets busy, it wears me out. So, look, content creating is harder than I thought. But today, finally, I found some time in the evening after gym to to show you three simple exercises for office workers. If you're sitting down all the time, look, try this out. It's not going to take too much of your time, and let's go. All right, guys. So this is the first exercise, and it's called the thoracic stretch. Kind of do it on a prayer pose. You'll see what I'm talking about when I do it. Look, personally, this exercise, this stretch is going to give you a better posture, and it's going to kind of relieve you of that, that stress, like where you can't really take a deep breath because, like you're stressed out at work and all that, right? So usually what I like to do when I'm having a hard time, taking a deep breath to relax, I would usually stretch a lot. Really helps for me, and I'm pretty sure it will do for you too. Anyway, let's get into it. First of all, you want to put your seat back. Like what I said before, prayer pose, pretty easy. A little bit wider than your shoulder length for your elbow position. Okay, so prayer pose, and you just want to drive your head down to the ground. And you want to stay here for about 10 to 15 seconds. Oh, I'm feeling the stretch. And you come back up. So usually I would do 3 sets, each set anywhere between 10 to 15 seconds. Look, I just came back from the gym and I'm really feeling that stretch here, right? So obviously it's very effective. And also this stretch is gonna give you a better posture. If you're sitting down all the time on the office, like, in front of the desk, hitting the keyboard, you're gonna end up with the rounded shoulders, more than hunchback rather than rounded shoulders, right? But for some people, they already have a rounded shoulder, like internal rotator cuff. So this exercise really will kind of bring that posture back up, and kind of keep your spine back to neutral position. Okay, so the second set, you want to drive back a little bit further. Prayer pose, and just want to drive your head down to the floor much as you can. Just feel that stretch. Right now I'm feeling it in my rear delts and my traps. Oh, that feels good. And you want to come back up. Look, like what I mentioned before, sometimes when you're stressed, it's really hard to take that deep breath, and obviously breathing, it relaxes you, right? That's the only component in the body where you can really relax and just feel good, just like take that stress off within seconds by breathing, right? There's sometimes when you're actually having a hard time breathing, stretching is, I think, probably the number one thing that you should do. So yeah. Third set, back again to prayer pose, and drive your head down. Oh, feel that nice stretch. And you come back up. All right. I feel better already. Okay, so I'll show you the second exercise now. All right, so the second stretch, what we are going to aim for is really open up that traps and the muscle around your neck. Okay, quite simple. Grab a hold of your chair onto the side. You don't want to hold it too in front of you. Just where your spine is, right? And you want to kind of lean towards the opposite way, and just tilt your head and just drive your head down where you feel that nice stretch. Okay, and I will do this for about another 10 to 15 seconds, 3 sets. Just feel that nice stretch. Oh, Oh, that was a good stretch. Haven't done this in a while, but yeah, very effective. Okay, so hands on the spine where the positions are, where the hands and the spine connect. Lean towards the side a little bit. Grab the side of the head and just drive that down a little bit, not too much. You don't want to tear the muscle. Okay, so it's really opening up that the trapezium, and also just all that muscle around your shoulders. Oh, that feels good. And also when you're stretching, you got to feel your arm being stretched as well, where your triceps, all that stuff, right? Because all the muscle, they are connected. Okay, so it's crazy how all the muscles work. I'm still learning, but when you look at the anatomy, it's just a crazy thing how human bodies are designed. Okay, so even though we're actually just trying to stretch the muscle around the neck and trapezium, we're actually stretching the muscle around your on the triceps and all that stuff, right? So the second set will be another 10 to 15 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. Oh, that feels good. Oh, okay, all right. Another one. Be in position, and again. Oh, that felt good. So, all right, guys, a little bit about me. I actually come from construction. I've been doing construction for the past 13, 15 years, right? Started as a laborer, got my carpentry license, and then I became a builder. Obviously finished the qualification and all that. So right now I have my own little business going. I do have one employee, but sometimes it can be busy. Sometimes there are weeks that are really quiet, and especially around the time that we're in now. Look, construction is probably the hardest industry to be in. Okay, but anyways, I just wanted to kind of share that while waiting for the next set. Okay, and again, the third one, the last one. Find that position and drive your head down. Feel that stretch. Don't forget to breathe. Oh, that feels good. Oh my God. Take a deep breath. And again. Oh. There you go. That was the second exercise. All right, and the last one, what we're gonna do is we are gonna stretch our glutes, our hamstring, just by sitting down, okay? And this is called the figure 4 stretch. What you wanna do is you wanna cross your leg over, very simple, and you just wanna lean forward much as you can, okay? With the other hand, you just wanna grab your ankle and you just wanna lean forward. And just feel that stretch around your bum and on the side of the hips. Sorry. If you're feeling flexible, you want to, try to go down much as you can. And right now, I'm feeling a little bit flexible. Another 10 to 15 seconds here. All right, and you come back. And on the other side, exactly the same thing. Figure 4, and keep your spine straight. You don't want to have it tilted or with the hunchback, right? So neutral position on the spine and just lean forward. Very simple, but very effective. Oh, I'm feeling the stretch. The more I stretch, I'm actually getting that more stretch as I go down. And I'm becoming more mobile and more flexible as I stretch more. Oh. All right, and that was the first set. Yeah, so back to my little life story. So when COVID hit, my little business just went sideways. Before that, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. I was so busy, just didn't have time for myself. And literally, as soon as the COVID hit, we had the restrictions, we had the lockdowns, and my phone just stopped ringing out of nowhere. And obviously, you know, I had a bit of savings, so I was actually able to sustain myself for those, you know, for the lockdowns, or, you know, for the few years until my business kind of kicked back up. But luckily enough, I do have one client that gives me consistent work, and, you know, I think they kind of saved my whole little business that I got going on. Anyways, that's enough about me. The second set, another figure 4. And drive yourself down, feel the stretch. From the first one, you're going to feel that you're actually going down a lot more. It's because your muscle has been lengthened, and it's kind of found that, you know, more stretchy, I guess. All right. And again. All right. I'm going to show you from a different angle. All right, the first angle was just, you know, obviously right in front of me, figure 4, like what I mentioned before, and keep your spine neutral. See how it's straight. It's not, I'm not hunched, or I'm not kind of tilted and doing it. Make sure it's on a neutral position, straight ahead. And what you want to do is just say you're kind of diving, but in a very slow motion. Okay, just like that, and you're gonna feel that stretch around your bum, which is your glutes. Oh, that feels good. All right, and onto the other side. And again, see how my legs, it's not sticking out too much. You know, 90 degrees here, figure 4 when you look at it from bird eyes view. You know, neutral spine, and just kind of diving forward slowly. And you're gonna feel that nice stretch around your glutes. It's such a great exercise to, you know, stretch around there. Oh, it does wonders. Don't forget to breathe as well. Oh, beautiful. Love my stretches. Look, most of my content is actually about stretching, because I think it's so undermined, and people kind of just overlook how important and how effective it can be. Okay, so, you know, that's why obviously my first few videos, I just wanted to kind of teach the basics of the importance of the stretch. Okay, anyway, we'll get on to our second set. See, 90 degrees here, figure 4, neutral spine, and back down. This time you're actually gonna go down a lot more than the first time, because obviously the muscle has been loosened up, and you're gonna go down much as you can, 10 to 15 seconds. And you want to come back up. And again, onto the other side. Take a nice deep breath. And back down. Ooh, I'm feeling it again here. Oh, it feels great. Oh, I think I actually needed this, to be honest. All right. Look, so this is the 3 very simple and effective exercises that I would do if I'm sitting in front of the desk all the time. Look, look after your posture, you know, because later down the track, you know, if you don't correct the postures, if you don't stretch, if you don't loosen up those muscles, look, it can be a little bit more worse than what it is now. And I've seen it in people. So do this exercise or do these stretches, and I'll see you next on the next content.